I just thought I'd do something a little different for my intro today. Spice it up, keep it lively up in here. Yes, yes, we love the lively. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be starting to do from now on. What is good, my people? I'm glad you're back to see me for another video. Yes. In case you guys wondering, I always have my light so bright because I wait so late at night to film because I'm like a bat. I wait to sleep until the night. And I hate when all the dust is flying around. You guys can see it. Oh my god. But yeah, so in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about feminine hygiene. For all my girls, I probably think we all know somebody who could use this video because they be smelling a little stink. Yeah, so me and my sister used to have this joke, like, how do you come to school stinking? Like, it's not good look. At all. At all. So today's video, I'm just going to be giving you guys some tips on how to not be stink and to be popping at all times. And it's not just feminine hygiene tips. I should have just said a girl talk video. So we're talking about stuff that girls go through too. And just a lot of different tips. And we're going to keep it fun. But we're going to keep it classy and keep it real up in here. So let's get into the video.
So for the first tip that I have, and sorry guys if you see me looking down, it's because like I have all my stuff on my notebook. So I want to be able to like deliver everything because there's like certain things that I wanted to talk about. So if you like see me glance down, that's just because I'm trying to like look at my notebook and stuff. So my first tip of advice for you guys, and this is not just for females, well some of it is, but like this specific tip is not. So my first tip is wear the correct clothing size. And that doesn't just mean for like your pants and your shirt, that means for your underwear as well. And I'll go over why for each one very briefly. So for your shirt, you don't want yourself looking like Captain Underpants Twin, because his stuff be tight. Girl, that's not the point of wearing a shirt. If you know that the shirt is already a little fitted as it is, you need to size up, because if you have a little tum-tum going on and you ain't got no flat six-pack abs, baby, we don't see that tuna casserole from last night. So don't see them baby back ribs from last night. Yeah, that's real. So size up. Size up. Because like usually like if it's a loose fitted shirt, and I know that like because most of my clothes I buy online. And like online, either you should size up or size down. Like that's a different talk for another day. But I'm just saying, make sure that when you look at your shirt, and if you know it's going to be tight fitted, you need to size up, because you're going to be looking like Captain Underpants Twin when them sleeves is like cutting off circulation to the rest of your arm. Yeah, it's a thing. I see it. It happens. It ain't cute. And for your pants, you need to make sure that you are also making sure that you're wearing the correct size and not trying to make it, because guys, it doesn't make you look any skinnier. If you wear a size 5 and you're wearing a size 1, it just makes you look like Picasso painted them pants on your legs, baby. It ain't cute. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Yeah. Yeah, so don't do that again. If you wear size 5 pants, you need to be wearing a size 5. Like if you fit the jeans right, and like you get skinny jeans or the like form-fitting jeans, then they're going to be comfortable and they're going to give you that fitted look that you want as well. I promise you don't have to wear a size 5, because that's also going to give you muffin top, and you don't want that, especially if you're wearing a crop top or high-waisted jeans. You're going to see the muffin top really bad, and like I said, it's going to be hard to move. People are going to be able to tell like, dang, sis's jeans are really too small, because it's going to be a struggle for you to try to move around. And baby, we don't want that. Like, you need to be able to move freely in those jeans and still look cute. So that's my piece of advice to you. And make sure, guys, that you're not wearing the wrong size bra. Like if you wear a D and you feel like, I mean, if you wear you wear a D and you're wearing a C bra, baby, that's not doing anything for you but making it noticeable that you're wearing a too small bra, because it's going to be like this and out, and that's not cute. I mean, there's a difference between wearing a push-up bra and a too small bra, and most girls that know their stuff can tell the difference, and I know I surely can. Like I said, any size bra that they sell at Pink, they have it available in every single size, from t-shirt to super push. I know I wear a double D, so let's cut that. Let's stop doing that. And also, it's just going to leave marks around your rib cage. It's going to leave marks on your shoulders, because it's just not the correct size bra. And wearing a smaller bra and wearing smaller clothes in general is not going to help. And that goes for underwear as well, because it's going to make you have camel toe. And it's also just going to make your booty look bunchy. So let's wear the right size clothes. Yeah. So that's my first tip. Let's see what I have for the second one. So my second tip for the video today is shower daily and effectively.
Again, shower daily and effectively. One more time. Shower daily and effectively.
Like, I don't know how much I can stress this. It doesn't do you good to take a shower every day if you're just gonna stand in the water and like sing Sam Smith the whole time. Like, that's not, baby, that's not a shower. And then you call yourself just like, no, boo. Like, okay, so I feel like every girl and just every person, this is not even just for girls anymore. I feel like every person should have a shower routine, something that they do in the shower. So like, let me give you mine. Every day on a typical day, I get in the shower, I use my body wash, I wash 2 to 3 times, and I make sure to use a different towel for my body and a different towel for down there. Like, yeah, because you don't want the bacteria spreading all over your body. Yeah, so do that. And I use my loofah as well because it gets off the dead skin, and to me it just cleans a little more effectively. But I also go in with a washcloth because those do scrub a little better to me, because I feel like the loofah can cause micro tears in your skin, and it just like it's really irritating, especially when you're trying to shave. So I do that, and I make sure that I shower. I wash with hot water, then I rinse with cold water. After I get out of the shower, I put on my body moisturizer, and then I wash my face and proceed to put on my lotion. That is a good shower routine. And then I have a shower routine for when I shave. So what I do when I shave is I wash up and I'll use a body scrub that I have. And then after that, after I exfoliate and wash for the first time, I'll shave everything I need to shave, rinse off with hot water so it opens my pores again, and then I'll wash another time, and then I rinse off with cold water and do the same thing that I did on a regular day. I feel like you guys are missing the point of a shower. It's to get clean. So I feel like you need to have a scheduled routine, and you need to know your body. And on gym days, when you hit the gym, or if you have gym class, you need to times 2 or times 3 that, because like funk stays, baby. Funk is bacteria. Bacteria is not removed 3, 2, 1, gone. That's not how this works. So like we need to make sure that we're cleaning ourselves effectively. So like on gym times, like sometimes I'll even take a shower. Like if I took my shower at night, I'll clean 3 times, and then I'll wake up in the morning and take a shower. Call it excessive if you want, but they can never be like, that girl stank. They can't do that to me. And I'd rather that than like, I'd rather take two showers back to back than be called stanky girl. Like nobody wants that. No. So yeah, that's my next tip. Shower daily. What I say, effectively. My next tip for you guys is, hold on, let me see. It's use what works for you. So I know that on YouTube, and not even just YouTube, like your friends and your family members are like, girl, use this, it does this, use this, it does this, use this, it does like all that stuff. And that's not even just for like your skin, that's for your hair and everything. Baby, use what works for you. Every person is different. Just because stuff is tried and true does not mean it's going to work for you. I know a lot of products that have been around for a lot of time, and some of them do work for me. I'm not going to lie, but some of them do not. And I don't feel that just because something is old means it always works better. That's not true. Because if that was the case, we'd create things once in a lifetime and never have to do it again, right? And that's not the case. As you know, there's like 30 million products for the same thing. So like, I use what works for me, and it is a game of trial and error, and some parents don't understand it. Like, I know mine really don't. My dad be like, why you use all this stuff? My mom be saying the same thing. Why you use all this stuff? Like, you only use one thing at one time. Like, okay, but you have to find what works best for you. Because like, to me, if I'm gonna be paying $5, $6 for stuff, as expensive as products are these days, baby, it's gonna work. And I'm sorry, that suave stuff don't work for me. Like, my family used to use that for the longest time. Like, when we was in 5th grade, 6th grade, my mom would buy me that soap. And eventually, like, I just had to figure out, just because it works for everyone else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And I had to venture off and find my own products. Stuff that works for my mom, stuff that works for my sister does not work for me, because you have to remember, especially as girls, we are all so different. Our bodies are all so different and have different needs. So you have to use what works for you. And that goes for a lot of products, because if not, like, you're going to call yourself using something that works, but it's never going to get the job done for you, and you're basically just wasting $6 every time you buy that product. And if it were me, I'd rather just do the trial and error. Or like, if you're going to rely on stuff off YouTube, find someone like, I feel like you can tell when someone is reliable when they can get in depth with who they are as a person. So like example, if you have 4C hair and you're trying to call yourself using products that someone with 3A hair uses, you let me know in the comments how well that's going for you. Because boo, it didn't go well for me. Like when I was in 8th grade and I called myself trying to use those like products to give you the what they call now the wet look, it didn't go so well for me. I just had a Brillo pad on the top of my head. So like, I feel like y'all need to use what works for you. And if you're gonna, again, go off of somebody based on YouTube, go with someone who is similar to you. Like if you are looking for a product for dry skin, look for someone who has dry skin and similar experiences with you, hair type, like match the hair types and stuff like that. You just need to make sure that you're like really doing this for you and not just trying to follow the hype, because everything that is in the hype does not always mean that it works better. And that would be my tip and advice for that one. Let's get on to the next one. So you guys might be like, why is her hand always like up there? I'm trying to film this in segments in case like I want to put memes or pictures in between. I can. I just like to keep it up front with y'all. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not no advanced YouTuber, so I kind of have to sometimes do stuff the simplified way. But as time goes on, I'll get better. Period. So my next tip is boycott Summer Eve. So I know that a lot of people are like, well, girl, on that time of month to be a little cutting a little bit. Okay, so here's my advice for you. When you tend to have a heavier flow, it tends to smell more. You get it? More blood, more smell. So some things that can help to lighten your flow is to make sure that you're drinking water. And then another thing that you can make sure to do is that you eat a lot of fruit because they say that fruit can help to lighten your flow, and so can drinking water. So if you do all of those things, like, you'll definitely have a lighter flow. I can't say that birth control lightens your flow because I'm on birth control now. My flow ain't any lighter than it was before. It may even be heavier and just over a shorter period of time, but I don't like heavy periods. So yeah, we should be boycotting Summer's Eve because it throws off your pH balance. So in the end, yes, it may seem to take away smell for maybe an hour or two. The smell is then going to be amplified after the Summer's Eve run like wears off. And then on top of that, you're gonna experience a lot of itching and burning and like discharge, and sis, that ain't worth it. There is a way to keep the smell down without using Summer's Eve, because those things are not good. You should not be putting soap in that area. That is a very sensitive area. At the most, you should be cleaning with warm water and maybe like the residue of the soap that was on your towel. And I know that Dove, the unscented kind for very sensitive skin, is also good for down there. So if you're like that kind of person like me where you just have to use a soap or else you just like don't feel clean, then use Dove, the unscented bar Dove, where you can use it. Yeah, use the unscented bar Dove because you don't want all those suds and stuff like I said down there. And just make sure to get like a separate washcloth than what you use and just wipe down there and it'll clean up. But you need to not be using Summer's Eve and products alike because those throw off your pH balance. All they're trying to do is make money off of y'all. They are not OBGYN approved. Anybody can stamp that on their products, sis. That's like, y'all ever heard of false advertising? That is false advertising. And I'm not gonna lie, I fell victim to it before, but so many people, not just on YouTube, but people in my everyday life had told me like, sis, Summer's Eve it's a no-go. You don't want it. So therefore I don't use Summer's Eve, and I suggest that you don't either, because it's not good for you. It does more harm than good, and in the end, it doesn't take off the smell. It makes you like maybe smell good. You get out the shower, get to school, and you ride back funky. The real key to smelling good is, again, make sure you're washing with warm soap and water, maybe a little light Dove unscented. Make sure you're changing your toiletries regularly, like not leaving them in all day, because that is going to contribute to the smell a lot. Make sure that you can even use wipes. Like the wipes that Summer Eve sells is really good. It's like sometimes you have a lot of leftover blood, like when you're changing your pad and tampon or whatever, and you need to get it out because that can help with the smell too. So moral of the story is just boycott Summer's Eve, find an alternative, because sis, that ain't it. It's throwing off pH balances and everything else, and that's not what you want. No. So for my next tip, I'm going to be talking about like shaving and like the do's and the don'ts and kind of like what I do and what I use, because I know that it can be a little bit of a difficult topic, even though it doesn't seem like it. Like it is a little difficult. Like I'm not going to get into if you need to shave. Like that's up to you. Like that's up to you. Like all I know is that I choose to shave. It just makes me feel a little better about myself, and that's that on that. What you choose to shave, how you shave, that's all up to you. I'm just doing this video for like people who want to know. So my first thing when it comes to shaving is that you need to make sure that you are never shaving like on dry skin. Like what I mean is just like taking your razor and just going to town, because baby, that's gonna cause severe razor burn, and like you're not gonna like that. And yeah, it's not gonna be good for you at all. Like you're gonna have very severe razor burn, and you're gonna find that your skin will start burning and itching, and it may even cause like severe ingrown hairs, which is basically just like when hair and dead skin gets trapped under the surface of your skin and stuff like that. So on to ingrown hairs, like often referred to as strawberry skin. Like what I usually do for that, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to smile a little because I look a little dead. But like what I usually do for ingrown hairs is I will wash up in the shower to like prevent it. This is what I do. I wash up in the shower with like warm water, just like I normally would if I'm taking a shower. And then after that, I like to go in with a body scrub, exfoliant, whatever you want to call it. Like I don't use no special skin exfoliating brush. You could, it probably works. I never tried it. But what I do is I just take the exfoliant, the product, rub it together in my hands, and just rub it all on my legs and stuff like that. And just go from there and like make sure that like I'm getting in good, because that's what's going to stop the dead skin and hair from being trapped under the skin. And what it does is it releases the hair from above your skin, so that when you go in with your razor, you shave it and it all comes right off. No ingrown hairs, and your skin looks smooth and things like that. And I'd say another like don't of shaving is like don't overdo it and don't go too fast, because I've definitely sliced myself shaving, and like I'm this type of person where like I don't like scars and stuff in my legs, because I like to wear shorts and stuff in the summer, and how cute can my legs be if I have all these scars from trying to shave? And plus they're just irritating, because if you try to shave again, you're shaving it off and it seems to never really heal, and I just don't like scars in general. But that's just me. And yeah, so my next tip for you guys is well, it's not really a tip, it's just like a discussion, a quick little discussion on makeup and face care. I mean, I don't typically wear makeup, so I don't know that I'm probably the best person to like be talking to you about how to care for your skin with makeup, because I don't frequently do it, nor do I wear like a full face. The only face makeup that I ever really wear is I tried foundation and highlighter, and I put eyeshadow on my eyes and then like the corners of my eyes very frequently. One tip that I say that is make sure that you're doing your research on the products and the application of the products, because makeup can definitely turn out as a yikes or like a shia baddie. And I feel like there's really no like in between. Like, yeah, definitely when it comes to skill, like the better you are, it's gonna look better. But I'm saying as far as just the way that it's like applied, like, do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like there's really no in between. Like either it's yikes or you did it. Like there's no really in between. So like like my advice to y'all is that make sure you know what you're applying to your face and how you're applying it, because it can go left real quick. Like I've seen people who wear foundation and their neck color is a whole different color. And sis, that's not the way to go. Because I remember one time when I was like a sophomore, freshman, I called myself trying to wear it. My mom told me march my little happy self back in the house and take that makeup off, because one, I didn't need it, and two, I feel like it just was, she was like, it wasn't blending. Like you had on two different colors for your face and your neck, and that's not the way that makeup is supposed to be. Like when you wear makeup, you're supposed to have it to where it looks good on your skin and it looks natural. You don't want it caked. So another tip when wearing makeup is don't wear too much, because it's going to look caked. Like it's going to be a little layer that you can literally scrape off your skin, and that's not the point of makeup. And so I feel like you just have to find the products that work for you, because everybody applies their makeup for different reasons in different ways. And I just feel like you need to find what works for you. Goes back to that tip, do for you, not for everybody else. Don't use the Fenty if it's not for you. Like Maybelline works just as well. It just all depends on what works for you. And I feel like you have to know yourself enough when applying makeup, and also use stuff that like you need to test trial stuff. So if you ever go to the store and see those little bottles like tester, and then like you can rub it on your skin, definitely do that. Not only because it's gonna help you guys in matching the shade to your skin, it's also gonna make sure that it complies well with your skin, because how bad would it be? Like, and trust me, I'm not making this up. Like, I've seen it on YouTube and articles and just people that I know. Like, how bad would it be if you put on a whole layer of foundation all over your face just for it to burn your skin or leave you broke out? Because like, I'm not saying that everybody, but some people wear makeup to like hide like the imperfections of their skin. And like, how bad is it going to be if the makeup that you use to try to fix your problem is causing more problems? Like, sis, you don't want that. So you need to make sure that you're testing it on your skin. Wait for about 2 minutes and see if your skin reacts, and then you can proceed to buy the product. I never buy makeup, and as seldom as I buy it or do it, I've never bought anything without swatching it on my skin, not just to make sure that the shade matches my skin tone, but also to make sure that it's not going to cause any irritation to your skin, because your face is the most sensitive part of skin on your body, and you need to make sure to take care of it, which goes on to face care. Because I feel like when you whether or not you wear makeup, you need to be caring for your face. That means that you need to be washing and exfoliating at the least. Like, y'all ain't got to do the toner and everything, because for a while, like, I did that, and I'm probably gonna get back on it because that's when I saw the best results for my face. But again, y'all gotta do what works for you. Some people's face does not prosper using all those products. I just feel like because I have such combination skin, and I have like oily skin and dry skin, and my T-zone got something funky going on and everything like that, I have to use the multiple products to attack those different needs, if that makes sense. So like, I would say you need to be washing day and night, so twice a day, and you need to be moisturizing and exfoliating once a week. Like, I like to do face masks just because I'm a girly girl, and I like to do all that, and I put like my little toner, my little all that on my face, my little rose mist stuff. I use all that on my face. You don't have to, but when you do wear makeup, you need to make sure that you take it off every night. Like, that means you can't just be like, oh, I'm tired from clubbing, and I'm gonna go home and crash. No, like, you don't do that. We don't do that. That's not something that you want to do. So my advice to you would be to take off your makeup at night, and then make sure you wash and clean your face a little extra when you wear makeup. And this goes for eyelashes as well. You need to make sure that you're taking off the glue, because if not, it hardens on your face and rips off your natural eyelashes, and then you're really gonna need the makeup. A tip that my mom always used to tell me is you gonna wear the makeup till you need it, because most people don't know how to take care of their skin when they wear the makeup and they don't do what they're supposed to do. So I mean, that's kind of tried and true, because I know a lot of people who wear makeup. Not everybody. Like, I'm not dissing anybody who wears makeup. Like, that's not what this is. So don't come for me in the comments. I'm just saying that there's some people who wear makeup, they don't know how to take care of their skin, and they're gonna wear it till they need it, and it's gonna become an essential, and you're not gonna want to leave the house without it. And I just don't feel like it should ever get to that point. You need to appreciate your natural beauty and who you are, and let's not wreck that, because we don't have any more of that. So yeah, that's all that I have for makeup. And my next tip for you guys is gonna be talking about good stores to shop. I don't know if it's just me, because like, me and my sister always have a hard time shopping. So the solution that I found to the problem is just my solution to the problem is simply just to shop online now. Like, I have a few stores that I go into for account select items, because I'm like, oh, they have pretty good of that, they have good of that. But I know, like, if I was like going school shopping or going just shopping in general and wanted more than one or two things, like, there's not many stores that I could go to and stuff like that. And y'all are probably thinking, well, how do you try stuff on? Well, the thing is, like, it's kind of trial and error. Like, if it's your first time shopping on that online store, what you need to do is buy a few things and see how those fit, and take note. Like, is it a certain material? Is it a certain style? Because there's definitely online stores where certain things and certain styles and certain materials fit different and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so good places to shop. Like, as far as like shorts and like graphic t-shirts, Aeropostale has the best. Like, I just got a couple pairs of denim shorts that, if you guys want to see a what's in my closet for summer 2K20 edition, definitely comment down below. But anyway, for Romway, that was my notebook that y'all heard hit the flow. Peachy, right? Anyways, they have like the best denim shorts and like the best graphic tees, and they have like a lot of other cute stuff here and there. Forever 21, I feel like has like a lot of good camis. They have a lot of good t-shirt dresses and skirts, very good bodysuits. That's where most of my bodysuits come from. And yeah, but like as far as like when I'm hauling or like trying to get a lot of clothes and like I want to get more than one thing, so my favorite stores to go to are Fashion Nova and Romwe, same thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So Fashion Nova, like that's where I feel like they have the best jeans. Like I used to just get my jeans at Ross before, but like I feel like no jeans have hit better than the Fashion Nova jeans. Like the material is really authentic, the jeans fit really good, and you know, they do a little sculpting here and there and stuff like that. And their other clothes are also really good. Like I got a lot of sets and shirts from them, and they have really good quality clothes. They are on the more expensive end, but I'd say if you like to keep it trendy and cute and you like stuff of good quality and you don't like to shop in the store, then Fashion Nova is the place for you. Now, if you are on the cheaper end and are willing to take that literally, I mean like literally hit and miss chance, like, but mostly hit, the hit and miss chance, and you want stuff like with really good prices and really good sales, then you need to shop on Romwe. So Romwe is where I get a lot of my clothes. Like a lot of the stuff that I have in my closet is from Romwe. I've not purchased any denim material from Romwe yet, so I can't really speak on that, but the other pants that I've gotten, like the shorts and things like that, are of really good material. They have really nice sets as well. Their shirts are awesome. I've only had like a few disappointments with shirts, and that's just because I wasn't looking at the fine detailing of the shirt. Now, when you're buying stuff on any online store, this doesn't just go for clothes, you need to zoom in on the item, because not only is that going to reveal to you the material of it, but it's going to be reveal to you like little fine details. Because I got this shirt and it had black trim on all of it, like all of the like the arm cuffs and the bottom of the shirt, and I didn't like it. It looks like, you know, that like man from like SpongeBob, Barnacle Boy, and of him, it looks like his shirt. That's what it looks like. So like that's why the lesson to me, just zoom in on the stuff, read reviews as well when you're shopping online. But overall, I'd have to say the best and most dependable places to get your online clothes are Romwe and Fashion Nova. I've definitely been thinking about doing a Romwe haul, so I can show you guys the different things that I've been getting from Romwe and how they fit on me and how I like them and stuff like that, because I feel like I'm really good at that, and I have a lot of good tasteful stuff in my closet. So I can definitely do that for you guys and just pick out like 10 or 5 of my favorite outfits from Romwe and do a video on that for you guys. So yeah, that's all I pretty much got for good places to shop online and stuff like that. And yeah, so on to the next one. So my next tip that I have for you guys is, sorry, I'm trying to look because I had a lot of good tips, but obviously couldn't talk about all of them. Water. You need to be drinking your water. Now, you probably hear this from a lot of people, but water has a lot of benefits that people don't realize. You want your hair to grow? Drink water. You want your skin to glow? Drink water. Your nails are going to glow. You're going to have a lot more energy and stuff like that. Your body's just going to be a lot more clean, because what people say about like what's on the inside comes out. That's not just for like your personality. That's for your body too. If your body's like really dirty and impure on the inside, it's gonna show on the surface of your skin. You're gonna start having a lot more acne. You're gonna have dry skin. Your skin's gonna have like a dull look to it. Your hair is gonna be brittle and dry, and it's gonna break off a lot, which means it's not gonna retain length, which means it's not growing and stuff like that. Like you're just gonna have a lot more energy, so you're not gonna have to be drinking all that Starbucks in the morning, because like I'm not gonna lie, I work at Starbucks. Starbucks is really good, but baby, nothing is better than that classic H2O. So you need to get you some of that and drink it. Like, do whatever you have to do. Some people put Mio in their water. Some people like just drink ice cold water. Like whatever you have to do. I bought a whole hydro flask just to drink water, because that was the only way I was gonna drink out of it. So I mean, whatever you gotta do for you, like by all means do it. Just make sure that you're definitely drinking that water, because it has a lot of benefits. And like, I drink about 8 cups a day. Like I think it's like 32 ounces, but it differs on your weight and like your height and just like your lifestyle and different things like that. So I feel like when you're finding out what you need to drink a day as far as water, like you have to kind of do that research on your own. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to adjust myself to the lighting so that you guys can see me and so that the lighting is the best. I had to take a quick break, fill up my little handy dandy hydro flask. Yep. So I'm trying to see what else I want to talk about. Boys. We're going to talk about boys and healthy relationships and healthy friendships. Because I feel like when you're talking about the health of a lady, it's not just her body, it's her mind. Because women, I mean, not all women, some women tend to put others before themselves and they forget to take care of themselves. Sorry, y'all. I had to catch my breath really quick because the water was really good. It just like took my breath away, you know? Yeah. No. So I feel like as ladies, sometimes we tend to put others before ourselves. And there's a lot of men that I know that do this in more ways than another. But as you get older, like you get a boyfriend and stuff like that, and you feel like, if I'm not spending enough time with him, then he's going to break up with me. Then says he's going to break up with you. Because I feel like what men have to understand is that women are not here to cater to their every needs. Like, we're not, just as men are not here to cater to women's every needs. I feel like it goes each way. You can come for me in the comments if you want, but again, as I mentioned, I don't do the clap back. So say what you want to say, be angry with yourself. But this is the way I feel, this is what it is, sis. Like, I feel like just as people, I'm not even just saying just as women, just as men, just as people, we need to be making sure that we're not emptying our cup to where we have nothing to fill ourselves with. Like, we can pour into other people's cup to a certain extent, but you need to make sure that you have something to put in your own cup, because you matter the most to yourself. Because sis, if you're not taking care of yourself, honey, nobody is going to. So you need to make sure that you're like caring for yourself and making sure that what you do in your life is healthy for you, not just physically but mentally. Because a lot of people spend so much time on hair and makeup, making sure their body is right, but how much attention do we really pay to our mind and our mental health and our spiritual well-being? We need to pay a lot more attention to our spiritual well-being, because mental health is so important. It's more important than people will ever realize. So you need to make sure that you're taking care of you first, like I said, and just making sure that there's some sort of balance. Because, like, yeah, you can have a boyfriend, but you don't need to dedicate every second of the day to him as soon as he calls and texts, picks up the phone. Because I'm starting to get good about that too. Like, what I have going on and what I'm doing matters just as much as what he has going on and what he's doing. Because I guarantee you, if he's like basketball practice or hanging with his friends, he's not going to drop everything he's doing just to text you back. Like, if you're out with your friends, hang out with your friends. Turn your phone on silent. If you're recording a YouTube video, I let the messages stay undelivered until I am done, because what I'm doing matters just as much as what he has going on. Yeah, so I just feel like that had to be said. And that goes for friendships and just relationships in general, not even just romantical relationships. You just need to make sure that there's boundaries, there's balance, and that it's healthy, and that it is plentiful and blossoming for both people. There is no need to be in toxic relationships. And I feel like we need to take the time to evaluate relationships and if they are toxic and where it is coming from, because sometimes we are the toxic ones in relationships. I mean, it's not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing. You just need to make sure to evaluate it and be truthful with yourself and others, I feel like, to stop that. Yeah. All right, guys, that's the end of the video today. I hope you guys really enjoyed my video and that you feel blessed to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate any and all support. Help me get the word out there about my channel. I feel like I'm a really great YouTuber. You guys should also go check out my blog. It's called foundblog2019.wix.website or /website, one of the two. You should go check it out. I'm gonna start putting the links for my YouTube and my blog and all my social medias, and I'll definitely have a post where I talk to you guys about my blog, because it's really good too. I feel like I talk about some really good things. I hope you guys liked this video and like the other videos that I'm posting. Start interacting with me, you guys. Like, you need to start DMing me, text me, all that kind of stuff, interacting with me on social media. Let me know what you guys want to see as far as content. Let me know what you guys want to hear from me, what's working, what's not working, any improvements for me, as I am an up-and-coming YouTuber and I'm really new at this kind of stuff, and I'm just trying to learn stuff as I grow. So you guys have any constructive criticism and tips and hacks that you can give to me that you think would help my videos, I'm all open and I'm all ears. And as I would say, live lavishly. I love you guys. Mwah. See you next time.